Hi, this is Mary Flower. I'm really excited about the Christmas journals I'm making because I'm going to be making an awful lot of them, and I thought maybe it'd be fun to show you. I'm going to be making a bunch of these for a lady that has a lot of grandchildren and a lot of family members, and so I need to make them sort of two ways. For the adults, I'm going to let me explain the cover first. I've used this beautiful white satin ribbon, sheer type ribbon on the side here. And I found this really great fabric, which is actually an upholstery fabric, which is probably very expensive, but I was able to get a whole roll for a really good price. And I really, really like the way it looks. It looks like, like gifts sitting there. And the colors are just really great, very Christmassy, really rich and beautiful. And so let me explain the cover. On the cover, I've put a tassel into this large red rickrack, and it looks really nice in there. You can see here's a little tassel. I've added 3 stars, shiny little stars. Right here is a little birdhouse with pine boughs, pine cone, and up here to kind of tie it in, I found this fibers that look like pine boughs, and I've added these little berries inside. It goes clear to the back. Now the book is about 9 inches by about 7 inches or a little less, approximately. And so let's go through it. Oh, and if to make this a little more childlike, I may, depending on how she feels about it, use a Santa Claus that has wonderful glitter all the way around it. There's nothing like glitter at Christmas time. And it may be here instead of the more sophisticated picture of the birdhouse with the pine boughs. So I'm going to just show her that, and I'm going to show her 2 different ways. I have used some designer paper, some regular paper, and some other kinds of papers, including a few cards and some things that I made myself. On the front here and in the back, there are 2 large pockets. You can write in them. And on this side, I've included a locomotive, which I always think of at Christmas time, coming from the North Pole or something, And down here, I've used I've put a little pinwheel that is shiny that kind of reminds me either of candy or maybe the wheel of the locomotive. I've in the front here on the first page, I've put a little section that I have woven ribbon with a bell on the front. And so let's go through this. Throughout the whole thing, I have included tags that are fabric that are different kind of Christmassy colors throughout the whole thing. So it gives, it's kind of fun to look at from the side. Now, with the adults, I want a little more sophisticated type tags in here, but maybe with the children, I think that it would be fun to include these little penguins because they're so cute, and they could write on it. I can put paper on the back for them to write too. I may think about that one. I've included cards and nice tags. Very Christmassy. So there's a lot of writing space, a lot of places to put photographs. This here is like a little pan that came right out of the oven that has a couple of little gingerbread men, and the little gumdrop buttons are 3D. I used fabric. It's a fabric paint, and I put those on there. And little rickrack on the little boy, the little girl. You can also take a gel pen and write on here, a white gel pen. The black takes the white gel pen really well. So you can write on here if you'd like, and you can add photographs, a place to add another tag or photographs here underneath the stockings. You can write with a white gel pen here. I've included several butcher paper type pages because there's nothing like, you know, the old-fashioned wrap your gifts up with the nice brown butcher paper. I've included a window, not just a picture of an old-fashioned type nice window, but also another window that you can see through. You can add curtains, whatever you'd like, or a picture here and write. And like I said, a gel pen in white writes on these very well. I have punched out some beautiful little snowflakes here. A place to color for children, but adults like it too. On inside here, we've got the North Pole to send letters to Santa. And these are really cute because they really are little envelopes that open. And you can put a little note in there, whatever you'd like. But I've put Santa, the North Pole on both of these. And there's the little mailbox. And I put it on white so you can write, maybe the children can write a letter to Santa here. And I've kept it white. So, you know, the feeling of being at the North Pole there. Another picture to color. Another picture of a window. More brown paper. A place to either add a tag or write maybe what you got for gifts and who to thank. And this side you can write with a white gel pen here. It has beautiful little snowflakes. Now this right here was actually written with a gel pen, so you can see how nicely it takes the gel pen. Here's the little snowman. More beautiful little tags. The back of the card. And more sophisticated type tags, but I can put in more childlike ones too. And this page, I love the burlap because I attached it with burlap on the side back to this piece here, which says naughty or nice on it. And this is actually a really pretty envelope. It's a nice paper, and I'll show you closer here. Really nice. But on this side, I've included a fun little handmade card that has Rudolph, and he does have a shiny nose. You can use that however you'd like. You can even add more things in here. And I've used this on this side to attach it, kind of like a candy fabric to hold it together. Another card. Ornaments that are hanging, that are shiny and pretty, that I have hand cut and put in here. A place to write, if you like, in here. Another ornament. Paper to write on. A piece of music, because we can't have Christmas without music, correct? And maybe you can write your favorite songs here. Another piece of just designer paper, because there will be designer paper through the whole thing. And here I've included a tag because this is an advent calendar that I've created. A funny little advent calendar. And I've got this wonderful little nice see-through bag that has a lot of punched ornaments of all kinds. They're all shiny and pretty. And then a star for the top. So you can use these. There's a lot more than 25. So if you want to, you can put them on there. But it is for the Advent calendar. You can just put them on each day. Or just put them on for fun. And so I've included this little bag here with the Advent calendar, which is a little Christmas tree. And it has some nice shiny glitter on it. It says Merry Christmas. The Edges are punched. More designer paper. Lots of places to write, add photographs, whatever you'd like. Little pieces of your paper or, you know, your ribbon, whatever you'd like. More places to write. More designer paper, the back of the card. More paper for writing on. And then back here is your naughty or nice list. And over here is another tag. This one will probably be for the adults. It has angels on it. And maybe for the children, I'll add more tags like this. I created this. Oh, I need to glue him down. Little Edward. But I've created this cute little elf. And in the corner here, I have a little candy on some burlap. And that's the whole thing. And it's really quite beautiful. I'll tie this up. And from the side, it looks really fun in there, doesn't it? A lot of fun stuff there. So that is, I will be making a lot more of these, a few extra of these than what I'm making for her. So I'm going to put them in a local store, but I'm going to make hers first because she has to have hers done by a certain time. So if she wants the little cute Santa on the front, I certainly can put him on there because I think he's cute. And so there you have it. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. You know I love good comments. I try to return everyone's comments. And hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas.